Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Paranormal Plus with Grizzly riding solo tonight. Woohoo! Can I hear solo? Yeah. So how is everybody this evening? It don't sound too good. I wonder why that is. That's strange. Yeah, that sounds a little bit better. Yeah. A little bit better. That's weird. The music was sounding kind of like sketchy. Hello, Luna. Well, welcome to the show. So what is our flavor and topic tonight? I got my cat ball, a shake, a rattle, and rolling. Can you see it? Is it in the video? I got my mic in the way. So let me raise my stand up a little bit. I want to make sure my cat ball is visible. Now is my cat ball visible? Yes, you can see my ball is visible. My mic is not in the way. It is activated, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Michael Wang. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, Michael. Welcome to the show. From LinkedIn, welcome. Nice to have you. Samantha, hello. Welcome back to another edition of Who Knows Where We're Going to Go Tonight. Interesting topic. So, the afterlife, right? A lot of people do not believe in stuff like this. And why? I don't know. Usually it's because they don't have an experience or never encountered something. Now, I found out that, nodding, yes, I found out that I have Jackie in my studio. Jackie, now you can play with the ball anytime you want. I also found out that I have the tall man with the hat, the shadow man with the hat. I found that out by one of my psychics. And I got shadow people in my studio too. So I have to perform a cleansing. I don't know if it's because my new dolls that I have, that I've acquired. So I do not want to touch them, but they are above my head watching me. I do have my holy water within reach and all my other things that I need to perform whatever needs to be done. So how's everybody doing today? Afterlife. What happens when we die? Do we go to the light? Are we stuck in purgatory? We know what is written. We know what we are taught, allegedly. But all that's by man. So man has tainted things over the years and put what they want in certain phrases and words and sentences and paragraphs and books and chapters. But my mom's side of the family does come back. That's what's very interesting. My grandfather came back when I was a child, teenager. His brother came back when he was murdered. So it's interesting. So what kind of experiences have you all had when it comes to the paranormal? Have you all had any encounters? I want to hear. Luna, what about you? Have you had any encounters or experiences with the paranormal or spirits or ghosts or poltergeist activity? You know, everybody knows my history with it. So, does anybody want to come on the show and talk? Yeah, let's have an open mic night. How about that? So, yeah, you want to come on the show? Where's Crazy Witch? Crazy Witch is always wanting to talk. So, yeah, so let's do that. Anybody wants to come on the show, let me know. And I will send you the link. You can send me a personal message on Messenger through Facebook. And that is my message, personal messenger. And I will send you the link and you can come on. Hello, FDL. You're back. I got my cat ball set up. FDL, would you like to come on the show and talk? I'm riding solo tonight. Yeah, send me a message, FDL, Michael. I'll send you the link. So, yeah, open mic. We'll let anybody come on and talk. Let's hear about everybody's experiences. Jennifer, you'd love to. Jennifer will send me a message. Grizzly Chris. That's Grizzly Chris. And I will send you the link with FDL Paranormal. We can have a party, man. We can have up to 12, 14 people on the show. Yes. I can even remove my beard cam and add another person. We can make this a party. Yeah, Michael, send me a PM. I got one of my phones with me. So I'll get the link right now ready. For Jennifer, yeah, come on. I'd love to have you on. So I got the link ready to go, Jennifer and Michael. I've got it set up and ready to go. Yes, I do. Crazy Witch, welcome to the party. Would you like to come on the show too and talk? We're going to have a party. Let's have a slumber party. I'm down with that. And ever since I've got tried to been hacked like 2 or 3 times, I got like all these security features and things I have to go through just to get anything. Okay, I got Michael Lewis. Hey, here we go, Michael. You are in. Jennifer, did you send me a message? Let's see here. Crazy Witch, send me a message. You're coming on too. Chats. Dawn, Sonia, you're killing me. Well, I don't know what I did, and I'm killing you. Message request. Nothing in message request. Crazy Witch. I was a member of Paranormal Research, a group many years. Samantha, well, come on. Send me a PM. Grizzly Chris. That's what it is right there. I'll put it up there. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome the one and only Michael. What's up, dude? Oh, my God. He's here. What's up, dude?
Hello. How you doing?
Doing good, man. I got my cat ball set up. I got my holy water. So, yeah, Samantha, send me a link. I got my name right up there. Send me a PM, and I'll bring you on with Michael, too. So what have you been up to, Michael?
We've been hunting. We've been on hunts. Been really busy, actually. We went to a place called Falstaff House. It's a Tudor manor, and it's linked to William Shakespeare. It's William Shakespeare's hometown. So,
Really?
Yeah. So we had a very interesting.
Whatever you just said. What word did you just say?
William Shakespeare.
Jackie, you must like Shakespeare, eh? Whatever you said is said it. Jennifer's like, let's do this. Yeah, come on, Jennifer. I'm ready. Michael's ready. Samantha, we'll get you on the next round. But I guess Jackie does like some William Shakespeare. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, this place I didn't have. I've been there a fair few times with Tudor Manor. And I've been there a few times and I haven't liked it too much. Not much activity, but other people have reported really bad activity there. So we went, but like I said to you before, we was trying out a new device. It seems to be working.
What type of device?
It's like a static electric charge that just like
that little
it buzzes. So, and then we found a frequency. So it runs from a certain frequency to the end frequency. It takes about 2 minutes, and it's just. And then while we've got the spirit talker on, it's going, "What's that device? What's that? What's that noise?" And it's just sending the spirit talker mad. And then after that, the activity is crazy. It's I don't know what's going on. So it might be a new device for the paranormal investigation teams.
Dude, that is awesome.
And while I had it on, we had a word come through the spirit talker, which was foreign, it wasn't English, and someone translated it, and it says, "You are bringing the dead back to life," while that device was on. So it will be coming out. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. So, but I'm just in the process of editing our new episode. It will be out. I'm going to try and get it out for Friday evening, because we're on another ghost hunt next week. We're in a place called, it's an old cottage dated back to 1500s, I think, and it's called the House That Cries.
No.
Yeah.
Not me. No.
Yeah. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna try and go live from there for an hour or two, and show people around. So it'll be good. It will be very interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what this guy does. Samantha, crazy witch. Jennifer, I'm still waiting on you. There is no activity going on. This guy will get out this Lucifer book and read from it to cause activity. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You're crazy. Look at it. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Is Michael and Aquino?
Oh, don't say nothing, man. Look, all my dolls just leaned over me like, what the hell is going on? Y'all need to stop that. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you. Somebody's on Grizzly's side. I know, man. Really.
I'm doing research. I need to know what works and what doesn't. I
know what works. I seen stuff that should not exist. I seen things that oh no.
I want to know. See what our team are out to do is obviously bring the truth behind it, and see what we actually capture. We want to go to these places with the ghost stories, with everybody's experiences, and whoever else has been there. I want to be able to experience the same things. And then, but I also doing a deeper research into how the spirits are coming alive or communicating with us through whatever way, what is triggering that paranormal activity. Is it our laughter, our energy, our happy energy? Is it satanic readings? Is it devices where it's gaining the energy from? We don't know. But hopefully over the next how many ever years, we will hopefully have an answer or have a theory on how it works.
Well, I want to tell you how this is going to work, ladies and gentlemen. Mark my words right now. When Grizzly dies before Michael, okay, I know my fate, okay? I'm going to come back and I'm going to live in the hell haunt him from every day on his earth.
I hope so. I hope you do.
I am going to shake the hell out of his sheets. I'm going to tickle his feet. I'm going to make dishes fly off his cover.
Well, I want to put in my will, turn me into a Dybbuk box. So
oh my God, you would bring a Dybbuk box up.
You could put me into Dybbuk.
So you heard the lady on my last show, right? She's a good friend of mine, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, I didn't want to say anything, but I heard a woman. I'm like, yeah, I know. Just don't acknowledge it. She's like, well, I didn't want to embarrass you. I'm like, embarrass me? You ain't embarrass me nothing. You just don't know what I have. That's what the problem is.
No. So we was in this full staff house, and we went up into
good gracious.
We went up into the attic, and apparently the attic was a witch's bedroom where she used to stay, and they have built a weird antler chair. It's all black and stuff like that, and they've built a copper prism over the top of it, and apparently if you sit in it, stuff happens to you. So we went up there anyway. So me and the other team member Ryan, so we went up there and we were talking, and I think I went live on TikTok to show people around, but we could hear banging and banging underneath us. So when we come back down, and they've got old medieval helmets, war helmets and stuff, and there was 3 of them laying in the hallway on the floor. Well, we walked past them, there was nothing there. So
yeah, no.
No, I just think nothing to be scared of yet. I've run from a few places, but I've always gone back in.
No. So my girl's a psychic, right? Psychic medium.
Yeah.
So she told me this ain't funny. She told me yesterday, she goes, Grizzly, it's getting ready to hell. And I'm thinking, what the hell? no pun intended.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and next thing you know, it started hailing. And I was like, what the? I'm like, no way. So she opens up her door and she goes out and starts filming. And I'm like, she's like, yes, I see it. I'm like, no, I see it. She goes, yes, that's a Bigfoot. I'm like, it's 40 feet in front of you. And it's standing right there. And when I said that, I must have said it loud enough and I was screaming.
Yeah.
And it walked behind a tree and it starts swaying. I'm like, film it, film it, film it. She goes, I can't film it. I can't hold the phone still. You're making me laugh. I'm like, well, quit laughing. Anyways. Yes.
It's an interesting world to be in. It is a very interesting world to be in. There's other stuff out there. There is definitely other stuff out there.
Oh, she told me last night at 1:30. She's like, oh, it's 1:30 in the morning. I'm going to go out and give him some eggs. I'm like, are you crazy?
Yeah, well, I'll be trying the Hendersons in your house.
I'm like, you're going to walk into a portal and you're never going to return. What am I going to do?
No.
She's like,
it is,
she's got portals. She's got something out there. I have no idea what she's got, but she's got something.
I believe there's portals here. There's portals from another world, or I don't know what it is. It's definitely something different. Well, you can look at the Bermuda Triangle, can't you? The amount of stuff that's gone on there and the stories that's happened over in the Bermuda Triangle.
Right.
What's going on?
You ought to wait, ladies and gentlemen, you talk about portals. Wait till tomorrow night at 5:00 and see the show we got coming. This guy's coming on. He played with the portal and something came out. Ooh. And I'm gonna leave it alone with that. Yes.
See, this is what that new device I've got. I don't know whether that is opening a portal. I don't know what it's doing. But it's definitely doing something. It's definitely doing something. What I'll do on our next hunt I'll do a half an hour segment on it and I'll film everything that I'm doing and then we'll see what happens. Because I don't put a lot of cameras onto the device because it's a weird thing. Because once it runs through the sequence, obviously the frequency, it just gets so loud. It sounds like it's going to explode. It's like something out of Ghostbusters. But when it gets to the end and it gets to the frequency what you can't hear no more, it just goes bzzz, and then just fizzles out.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. It is. I'll film it and I'll send it to you. I'm not going to do it in my house because my house has got an old lady haunting it, but I don't want it to get any worse in my house. So.
Oh, but you'll read the Bible from down below, but you won't do it.
Not in my house. No, I won't read the Bible in my house. No, I don't read the Bible in my house.
It sounds like you're in the middle of a ley line. Are you in the middle of a ley line?
No, I don't think we are. We're not. But we are in fields where there were old battles. We had battles of Naseby and stuff like that. So they're really old medieval battles that happened on our lands where our houses are. So it's
I had a bad image when you said battles. Because when I was down at the lake when I was younger, the guy was like, come on, let's go to the Moose Lodge. And I'm like, really? I said, I've never been. So he gets me to go to the Moose Lodge. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, where's the hat with the horns? Do I get to wear one? He was like, dude, you watch too much TV. And I'm like, that's the only reason why I came. That and the free beer. He's like, we don't get free beer here. You got to pay for it. I was like, well, thanks for telling me that now.
We have got a dig going on near us. It's only like a 2-minute walk away from us in one of the farmers' land. There's a dig. It's old Anglo-Saxons village, so they're digging it all up and uncovering it. So
that's amazing.
But there's not enough volunteers to get it up quick enough. But they are digging it over. It's not too far from our house, so it's quite nice to go and see. But they're only doing it like they'll do once a year. They'll do a big dig for a week and then leave it, and then it's not enough.
What?
Yeah, they don't dig it up quick enough. So once they uncover it all, it's going to take years to uncover because there's not enough volunteers to help. because
So do y'all
obviously,
got laws with metal detectors? So if I come over with a metal detector, can I just dig anywhere I want, or?
yeah, you can. It depends whose land you are on. So you have to ask permission for the landowner, which will be the farmer. But we had a story not far from us, about an hour up the road from us. There was a metal detector guy, and he asked the farmer. The farmer said, "Yeah, whatever you find, if it's valuable, I want some of it." Yeah. So he said, "Yeah, that's okay." So he was metal detecting on his land for about a month, and then he found treasure. He found 15 tons of Roman gold coins.
No
Yeah, he
way!
found tons of it. Tons and tons and tons of it. The government took 50%, and then them two had
Oh, the
25%.
government would have never found out.
No,
Nope.
I would have melted it all
Nope.
down.
I would have melted exactly what I would have done.
But like talking about gold, we've got a I don't know. They're on TV actually. It's like a Discovery. It's like an old. It's called Tanks a Lot, and they restore old army tanks.
Oh yeah, I've seen
Yes,
that.
yeah, it's called Tanks a Lot. They're not too far from us, the guys. And they got a Russian tank from out in the Gulf. Obviously, the first Gulf War. So they got a Russian tank shipped over. So they were redoing it all up and that. And they took the fuel tank, took all the fuel out, and they took the fuel tank off. And they went, "That's still really heavy. What is in there?" And they're shaking it, and it went bang, bang, bang. They opened it up, and they found 4 gold bullion bars from Iraq,
Wow.
and they give it back.
Wow.
They give it back. They give it back. So the Russians, obviously, everyone was stealing the gold over there, wasn't they, in the First Gulf War? So and then, but the Russians got chased off through. It's called a tank grave in the Middle East. So from Iraq and all that place. So that's where everyone was running the tanks out, and they all ran out of fuel. So they just got out and run because they were getting chased out, and they just left all the tanks there. So that's where they're getting all their tanks from. They're getting permission to pick up the tanks and bring them back and restore them.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of
Then
stuff
we
goes
want to
on.
know why the drug cartels over here in Mexico learned the tricks of the trade, huh?
Yeah.
Stuff it in the gas tank.
Yeah. If there's a will, there's a way. If you want it, you'll get it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. I'm pretty honest. I'm pretty square. But man, if I found that kind of gold, I would be buying a lot of propane torches. Probably settling torch.
You'd melt a good whack of it.
Yes.
But to be fair, they must have made a good amount of money out of that amount of gold of Roman coins and sovereigns and stuff like that. So, but no one knows why it was there. There's no history of that place.
Somebody got robbed.
Yeah, well, it was just a secret burial ground for gold. But like, it's a bit like Oak Island, isn't it? The guys trying to find on Oak Island.
They never did find anything, did they?
No, they spent millions on it, didn't they?
Yes.
They spent millions. They spent millions.
Samantha said, eBay, baby.
eBay.
My luck, every time. Look, I spent something. I used to buy a lot off eBay, and I bought this can opener. I spent $65 plus shipping, and this can opener, ladies and gentlemen, I know it sounds funny, did everything. I mean, you didn't have to touch it. You just put the can in, and you could put your finger around the rim. It wouldn't cut you. It wouldn't do nothing. Perfect. Got the tracking number, said it was delivered. Opened up the front door, wasn't there. I was like, So I go down. I'm like, hello, did you get a package of mine? What do you mean package? I'm like, that ain't no package. And I'm like, yeah, you did. I can tell. I know you got a package. I can tell by looking at you, you got my package. So I called and disputed it with PayPal. They're like, you got a tracking number? I'm like, yeah. And like, did the show deliver? I'm like, yeah. They're like, you're SOL. Like, that's the last time I'm buying anything off eBay. So, yeah.
Yeah, you lose. There's a lot of porch pirates about now.
Oh, I know it, man. I love watching those videos when people prank them and they put that stuff that explode.
Yeah, that science guy, wasn't it? That Mark guy, Mark Ruber, is it? And he put all the tracking and stuff in it. and they get it open it, and it's everywhere. It's brilliant.
What do you think about the bicycle? The one where
Oh,
they
put the
had the
pole in.
bicycle, the pole in, or it's roped off. They take off real fast. I'm like, ah,
The
and they
trouble
hang
is,
themselves.
in this country, if you did that to someone in this country and they hurt themselves, they'd sue you. You'd get done for it, even though they stole themselves. Yeah. If someone burgles your house and cuts their arm open and they have to go to hospital because you've put a anti-burglar, say if I put like say on top of my fences like barbed wire or anything like that, if someone jumps over and cuts themselves and gets cut up, they can actually prosecute us for protecting our property in this country.
Oh man, Dan, I'd have 5 licenses over there. Then I couldn't make it. No.
No, it's ridiculous over here. And say, like, obviously, you guys got lots of guns over there, but say if a burglar broke into our house with a knife and we shot him, yeah, we'd get prosecuted for it. We'd get into trouble for protecting our house with a gun.
That's crazy.
But if you protected yourself with a knife, that's fine.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid. It is really stupid. Our laws are crazy.
So Samantha wants to know, tell us about your best Class A EVP.
I have it. Do you want me to send it to you so you can upload it?
Yes, absolutely.
Let me download it because I'm not allowed to I can't get onto your stream and share it, can I?
Yeah, you can. Down there at the bottom.
Is it present?
Down there at the bottom. There's a button that hits present. And you hit the present button. Yeah, hit the present.
I'll tell you about it now while I'm looking for it. I'm just going to go off. I'll still be on the screen, but so I'll look for it in the files. Our best EVP was we was walking around an old boarding school just with our phones, just doing a bit of filming so we could share on Facebook and stuff before we started filming, and we didn't hear it, so we were talking and stuff like that. And when we got home and listened, when we was talking, there is a little child come through saying, "Does anyone want to play?" And we just couldn't believe what happened. It was crazy. So that is, and it's clear as day. You do not need to listen really hard. I'm going to try and find it.
Samantha, have you ever like put a tape recorder in your room and just like talk to it and just see what you catch?
Yeah,
I did that one time and it freaked the hell out of me out, and I haven't done it since. I will not do it in my studio. No, I did the spirit box at one night, and that was good enough for me. So, talking under your voices. So I got this thing right here, Samantha. If you can't see it on the side, now watch.
Cancel. Right, I've got it on my phone. Mate. What do I want to do that? Right. No,
that is picking up sound. So what you cannot hear is something that is talking in my studio that it's picking it up.
And I've got to find it now. Where is that? I've got so many stuff on my phone. I need to like file it. Nope. I'm gonna find it.
Now that's me. Now that was actually me hitting the cat ball. So everybody don't get excited.
So we've been doing a lot of research into stuff like some apps and stuff, and
right.
We actually had the guy on our podcast come on and said, "I'm glad you're liking our my new apps. I've done a lot of research over the years to get these apps going and stuff like that, but." Really, really good. The Spirit Talker, and he's now done a Spirit music box. So you set your phone up, and then you put your phone in flight mode and turn off Bluetooth, so you get no interference. And you put your phone in a location in the room, yeah, and you push calibrate, and then walk away from it. So if anything touches your phone, it will light up, or if anything moves the phone, it will light up. So if anything touches the screen, because we were speaking to a guy called Steve Higgins. So he's a good friend of ours, and he owns Higgy Pop Paranormal, and he's such a massive skeptic. He comes out with an explanation and stuff like that, and he's done a lot of research on these apps and stuff. And I said, what's your best K2? He said, this phone. He said, the phones are so advanced in technology now. He goes, they're just amazing things. He says, I've done research in all the K2s, and if you download a K2 app, your phone is probably one of the best K2s that you could use. And I was like, no way. He says, yeah, but you've got to think about it. The phone screens only work from electrical current. So if you go close to it with your finger, it's getting your personal electrical current, because we're all obviously got electric in us, a static charge. And he said, he goes, the research I've done on every K2, he said, the phone always come out on top.
That's wild. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This edition is brought to you by Western Bigfoot Kentucky Investigations, LLC. Thank you, Don. Greatly appreciate it. Samantha wants to know, what K2 app is that?
What I'll do, I will post it. I'll find out what it is, because I don't use that app on my phone. So we're going to get the download. So Steve's got it on his website. It's called higgypop.com. It's a bit of a weird name for a paranormal site. So if you go on
higgy, pop, dance, like you drop. Yeah, I love
it. He used to do some stuff on YouTube and that, and then he went into the paranormal world, and now he's massive into the paranormal world. So
that's wild.
Really, really good. Right, I have found the EVP.
Samantha, do you like that one that you used by Steve Huff? I've heard about it. I never tried it.
Steve Huff. The Portal app by Steve Huff. I haven't seen that one.
I've heard it. I never tried it.
Oh, haven't you? See, I don't like the echo boxes. A lot of people use the echo boxes, and it's not. I can't deal with it with the echo in the background. It's too.
Are you there, Michael? I don't know if I thought he froze. I think he did freeze. Yeah, he did freeze, ladies and gentlemen. Or did I freeze? Freeze frame.
Am I back?
There you go. Yeah,
I don't know what happened there. Probably got a ghost in the room trying to haunt me. Right, I've got that. Hang on, because I think my computer's going to blow up. I've got so many things going on at the minute. I've got editing software. Right, let me get this video file. I think this is one. Right, open. I'm going to open it. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. All right, here we go.
Which one? The first one or the 3 bedrooms? The 3 bedroom, the three.
Oh, I
Do you
heard
want to
it.
go in the one here
Yeah.
or the one with the 3 beds in? Let's go the 3 beds because I
No,
don't
that-
get nothing.
So that
Careful.
EVP, we don't know where it's come from. So
Play it
we
again.
play it again, and it's
Which one? The first
Listen.
one or the 3 bedrooms? The 3 bedroom, the 3. Do you want to go in the one here or the one with the 3 beds in?
yeah. Anyone want to play?
Let's go the 3 beds because I don't get nothing. What careful. Which one? The first one or the 3 bedrooms? The 3 bedroom, the 3.
You hear it? Anybody want to play?
One here or
Yeah,
the one with
it's
the 3
crazy.
beds in? Let's go the
That's
3
pretty
beds,
wild.
so I don't get
Yeah, and it's so clear. That's not even enhanced or nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like she's standing right there. Anybody want to play?
Yeah, but we were just walking around, just having a quick look and planning what we're going to do for the night. And then we was like, do you want to go down here? Do you want to go down there? And then that come through. But the weirdest thing is that house was a boarding school.
Really?
Yes, so it was a boarding school. Headmaster wasn't a very nice guy. But there was no reports of children's deaths there. And it was a recent boarding school. So some of the students are most of them are still alive today to tell the story about the boarding school. So we have got a theory with that was sorry, I was reading the comments. We have got a theory of what's going on there. So an old caretaker, when we first started doing investigations there, was doing side investigations with his friends, bit of a satanic rituals and stuff.
Go figure.
We think so. We've looked into some research. So on obviously the research on if you try and open gates of hell or gates of heaven. So if you try and open up a gate of hell, they send a obviously keymaster, if you like, to come and scare you away because you're getting close to it. So they send something to wherever you're doing to scare you away to stop doing what you're doing because you're getting closer and closer to whatever you're trying to open. But we think something's been sent there to scare people away, something demonic. So, but that demonic thing is stuck there now. And I think he's feeding on the energy of the school because what's happening is when we do our investigation, so say from 7 p.m. until 1 p.m., it's all nice children laughing. We can hear, we get it through like the spirit box. We're getting children laughing and we're getting stick figures of children playing. Then tables turn when midnight hit. Then it gets really, really bad. It gets a bit demonic. We've had in that location, we were talking and someone went, did you hear that growl? And it wasn't a growl. It was a man talking in Latin. And it says, in the name of God, die pigs.
Oh, awesome.
In Latin. So is something been called to that place by messing around with trying to do these weird satanic rituals to try and scare everyone off and leave whatever it is they were doing? So, we don't know.
That is a good possibility. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what he's talking about, the Keymaster, we've actually seen that in movies before. People have a big set of keys to different doors that represents portals to other dimensions and so forth. They're in charge of. And you need to actually Google that or DuckDuckGo it or however you looked at in your search engines, because that will explain a lot. The demonic activity, I always tell people, especially like he's referring to, ladies and gentlemen, they always want to be your friend and they always want to portray the innocence, the children. Okay. Now, the witching hour depends on who you ask, whatever, the psychic or whoever. It could be 12, 1, 3, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't go down and ask the demons, what time do you all like to come out and play? Because any time is good for them, depends on their mood. So Samantha says our group discovered that some abandoned locations have resident security guards. Yes, they do. We have that over here in the United States. They keep people out from investigating locations and for people from getting hurt from ghost hunting. Yes. So,
but it is definitely weird because you just think so. It's like something out of a movie. To be fair, what we get and what's happening, it's like, oh, it's fictional, but is it really fictional? Is it non-fiction? I don't know. What is it? We don't know whether it's real or not. But now, obviously, you've been brought up on these scary movies and these books and everything you read to scare you. But is there truth behind it, really? Because it is happening. Stuff is happening. So this is why we're doing our research.
I'm telling you, it's real.
It's got to be.
Have you not seen The Pope Exorcist?
No, not yet. I've not seen the new one.
Oh man, I'm not okay. I won't say anything else.
No, I'm going to watch it soon.
Yes.
But like, I struggle with things with Exorcist because I watched the original, The Exorcist.
That scared the hell out of me when I was a kid.
I can't watch it again. I've watched it once. I can never watch it again, and I don't know what it is. It's her face, I think, more than anything. It's. So, I've watched it once and I can't watch it again.
Samantha says it's the spirit in charge keeping the living out. Oh, that type of security guard. Oh, yes, the key master. Is that what you're referring to as the security guard? Yes.
There is definitely, see, like that Bishton Hall, me and Nicola, my wife, has gone downstairs to check, like, for equipment, and we've been down in the cellar, and a lot of people have explained seeing the Baphomet. Yeah, so half man, half goat, half whatever. And we went down there to go and check, and it splits off in two, it forks. So there's two alleyways down to each side of under the house. Well, as soon as we got to the bottom of the stairs, we heard a weird noise, and then we heard clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, running up on the stone floor from the bottom. And we looked at each other and just said, run! And we fell up the stairs because we didn't know what it was. That's the only reason I run, because I don't want to see no mythological creature trying to chase me. I think it will screw you up.
Yeah, it screws you up. Welcome to America. I got people that crap themselves and don't go back into the woods or go fishing or hunting.
No, you will always. It's there. It is 100% there. Whether you want to believe it or not, I think a lot of people shrug it off like, no, it's not real. So to give themselves their own peace of mind, because sometimes it can be really scary and it can get you down a bit. When you go into like a really bad location and you have a really scary time, sometimes I've gone home and thought, what in God's name am I doing? I just don't feel right doing these certain investigations, and someone's going to end up getting hurt soon. But I think a lot of people say, oh, don't you take stuff home with you? And I said, well, to be honest, I think having a positive mind when you're leaving that place, my home is my safe house. So as soon as I walk through my threshold of my door, everything is left outside and it goes back. And that's how I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we need to send him some holy water and some crucifixes and some roses. Yeah, we need to fix them up.
And I think sometimes I do think for the next couple of days when we've had some serious activity and it's been not nice activity, I think you do get an afterburner of it for the next couple of days. You get stuff happening in the house and weird stuff. But I think after 3 days, I think you start to feel a bit better and it starts to leave you alone and it goes back to where it come from. Because if all the ghosts followed the time, my house would be like the Ghostbuster Tower and all these places would be haunted.
You know what? Hold up here. I just gotta see. I just gotta see, and I know she's not gonna be.
We've started to use it. I'm just reading Crazy Witch. We on our last investigation in Chirk Mill. It's on YouTube. Definitely go and watch it. Chirk Mill was no pun intended. It was a friendly ghosts, and it was an enjoyable investigation. We got so much activity, and we was using a crystal then, and the girls were doing a Ouija board on the table with a crystal set up, a hanging crystal. Cat balls around, and they were trying to do a Ouija board. Nothing was happening. And they said, "Come on, let's have a break. Let's go outside and have a breather." Soon as they walked away,
A Ouija board.
yeah. Soon as they walked away, and obviously went outside for a cigarette and stuff, they left the camera filming. And then on the Spirit Talker app, it said, "Sit back down. I like to talk." And then the cat ball started flashing, and it said, "I like the lights." And then the crystal started swinging. It's really good. I like it. I do like it.
I would be an alcoholic hanging around you. You know that?
No, I think we do. We're going to do a special guest event in October for Halloween. So we're going to take 15 guests with us, and we're going to go to an old prison, which is located near Stonehenge, and it is probably one of my most active prisons I've ever been to.
Oh, Crazy Witch is down. Look at him. Crazy Witch, salt, sage, crystals, beer, anything but Bud Light or Bud. Sean, the app is called Portal by Steve Huff. You make me so afraid for you. I am afraid. Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen things that people have not seen before. You know, and I'm not crazy. Okay, there are things that walks amongst this earth that should not walk amongst us. And we got people like Michael that plays with fire, you know, and it just, I need to light an incense. Y'all crack me up. I'm getting scared already.
I'm not playing with fire. If it's here, let's work together.
So I'm not doing sandalwood. That's too weak tonight. Yeah, I'm not doing sandalwood.
I'm not doing, but I think everybody listening to this has had an experience that they can't explain. Even being as a young child, I remember being in the woods because we used to go down where we used to live. It was a housing estate, so we used to go down towards the farmers' fields, and there used to be a little wooded area with a small stream going through there, and we used to build like little dens, we call it, over the stream with the sticks and stuff. And we used to sit down there all day playing. But then one day, we all got spooked because we could see this weird woman in a white dress just walking towards us. And it was like, run!
And you would probably be the one that would leave me behind too, wouldn't you?
No. If you were slow, I would leave you behind. I'll push you for a while,
I knew it.
and I'll be like, "Oh no, it's too close to me. Go." No, we have a set rule. If you get grabbed by the leg and dragged down the hall, if we can't get you, you're gone. We're not coming back for you. We've got insurance, so.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, they do actually got insurance. That is required. So, but yeah. So I got my sense. Yeah, I got everything going now. So
I'm just.
I don't know.
Samantha's. We have not, Samantha. Obviously, photos. I haven't caught nothing full figured as of yet. We've caught stuff being thrown. We've caught EVPs, but there is a location to the east of us where we do an investigation. It's an old workhouse, and one of the staff was in the gardens in the orchard, the apple orchard, just taking some pictures in the evening, and there is a little child standing there looking over the bush with a little flap cap on, like he was a little worker there. And it's the craziest picture ever. and it's so clear as well. I'll try and get it off the guys when I see him next, and then I'll send it over to Grizzly, and then he can put it up on his screen. So, but we've never caught. The trouble is, when you're filming and you're searching for this stuff, you will always see it with your naked eye, but you will always forget to turn the camera to it because you're in shock when you see it.
That is true. That is true.
When you see stuff or hear stuff or something really happens, you're just like that. Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm not filming, and it's gone. It's always the way, isn't it?
That is true. That is true.
Over Christmas, we a lot of the places wasn't open over Christmas, but we've got a church ruins, an old pagan church near us, so which we can walk down. And the folklore goes there is a lady in red that walks around there, spirit, but you're not allowed to kiss her because if you kiss her, you will die within 3 days. But in the parish council, in the books dating back to about the 1800s, the reports are all in them books for people reporting stuff in the parish council. So, and people did die with them old stories. So people are saying they died 3 days later. And it's noted in the books in the parish council. And we're like, no, that can't be true. But when you hear that story and then you go there, you start to panic, hoping, I hope I don't see the lady in red coming walking up the hill to you. Do you know? Then you'll run. Because I don't want to die.
Well, neither do I.
Not yet. Not yet. But then we were talking about these old like myths and stuff. So Nicola and Ryan of our team go up to Edinburgh quite a lot. So they go to the Edinburgh Faults. And there's a story, it's a true story as well. So if you go down into the Edinburgh Faults, there is a well with a guard around it. And they say, don't stand on it. It is so cursed, it will kill you. But a young lad, 19-year-old lad, stood on it, got out of the vaults to the top, had a heart attack and died. How can you explain that? But my friend Steve Higgy Pop, he went there. He was like, I'm standing on it. He stood on it. I wouldn't try and risk that.
No.
Nothing happened to him, obviously, because he's still here to tell his story. But it's a bit strange.
I
don't like to risk stuff like that.
I couldn't.
No, it was like when you was younger, Bloody Mary in the mirror. I think every middle school had a Bloody Mary in the weird toilets and the bathrooms. So I never used to try and mix with that because I just think it would, if it ever was true, and you turn around and there's a Bloody Mary in the mirror, I think you'd end up running and jumping out the nearest window and killing yourself.
Yeah, right. I was going to order me a crystal ball, and I was like, you know how expensive those things are?
Oh, no.
What in the world?
Everything.
I could not believe it.
No. But I've got a friend that imports crystals from Africa. Massive crystals. So we're going to get like a little crystal collection going.
Oh, that's cool.
So he does the big, so you can get the big boulders that are split in half with like the quartz and all stuff like that in there.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do some research into crystals and how they work and the energy from crystals.
Now you ask people about crystals, and let me tell you something. Whether it's the pagans, the witches, the psychics, whatever, man, they believe in these minerals and crystals, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I'm talking. Speaking of crazy witch, pagans, Druze, witches would put protection spells on things and place the matter to them. Centuries past, yeah. So yeah, absolutely. Now I asked Sonia because she's got stuff on the shelf. I was like, "What's that for?" She's like, "Spells," and I'm like, I was like, "Are you serious?" So she doesn't do spells anymore, but yeah. So water scaring is cheaper than a crystal ball.
Water scrying. Have you ever tried?
Yes. No, I haven't. I wanted to.
Try Scribe
That's
Mirrors. Apparently, Nicola done a parapsychology course. So mirrors are a good portal to the other side. I don't like the fact that your face changes in the mirror because then it's not you. I have had something happen, but I've had to walk away from it. But Nicola, so the weird thing is when we go on paranormal investigation, so we used to do a lot of guest events for a well-known paranormal group over here. So we used to help them out and work with them. And when we used to go, obviously hunting and going on in events, my sister-in-law used to come over and look after the kids. The kids are like 15, 16, and they used to watch scary movies. So they used to watch scary movies. So when we get back, we say, "Oh, what scary movie did you watch?" and stuff like that. But it was weird because then it started to link with what was happening on our ghost hunts. So Nicola went upstairs into this big hall with a few guests, 10 guests, and there was a massive mirror. And they said, "Let's do some scrying and let's just all look into the mirror together." And all of a sudden, there was just like mist and fog all in the hallway. There was like, what is going on? Don't know what happened. Come home next day. What did you watch last night? The Fog.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? It was weird. It was like we was getting a weird connection with what they was watching here, and we were getting the same sort of similar activity of what they were watching, like whatever movie they were watching. It was the weirdest thing. Weird. We took, obviously our eldest lad comes with us ghost hunting, and we was in another 1,500-year-old house, but it was someone was living there and it was all nicely done up. But they were doing the Estes theory, and there was mirrors all around the hall. And then my wife, obviously Nicola, took her headset off. She went, "That is just the weirdest one I've ever done." And my
She
son
did what?
It was the weirdest Estes theory she'd ever done. So she pulled
Oh,
her
I thought you said she took her head off.
No, I can take it off.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what?
She took her head off,
Okay,
and then my son, because there was loads of mirrors, my son looked in the mirror and could see my wife's reflection. But then when my wife turned around, and started talking to everyone, he was looking in the mirror still. It wasn't my wife. It was an old lady looking at him, smiling.
Yeah, I would have shattered that son of a gun.
He did freak him out a bit. I did have to say to him, like, you need to really think about whether you want to come on these, because it made him cry. And then he had his arms like that. He was like, "Help me, I'm really scared. I can't open my eyes." So it was, I did have to take him to the side afterwards and said, "Look, is this what you really want to do?" He said, "Because it potentially can get a lot worse." So,
Man.
It was.
So Nostradamus used to look into a bowl of water. Or something, didn't he? Nostradamus, isn't that what he used to do?
Yeah, Nostradamus, yeah. There's a lot of energy in water.
Yeah.
A hell of a lot of energy in water with spirits. And you find it when you're doing hunts and you've got nearby rivers, flowing water, and mills and old like water mills and stuff like that. You find you get a lot of energy around them areas. I think it creates a magnetic field, which obviously a spirit can feed off.
Now, I do believe in that. Yes, I do. Now here in Kentucky, we have a lot of limestone and a lot of underground water.
Yes.
So that creates a lot of electricity, I think, a lot of EMF. So yes.
Yeah, because you can get, obviously a lot of people use the dowsing rods. Obviously you use that to find water. So a lot of obviously the water company boards and that, when they're going through fields, farmers' fields, and they can't find the water mains, they're like, oh, and they go around with their dowsing rods, and when they walk over one, they just spin. And they're like, right, it's there, dig that out, it's down there. So it's crazy how them dowsing rods work, really, because they're only two little copper tubes, aren't they? And they just bend in. Yeah.
Right. Now, Samantha, I do agree with you. I am scared of my gifts. Now, if you saw me the other night, Monday, I don't know, Michael, if you saw Angela Ford. She is a very well-renowned world psychic, worked for the U.S. government. during the Cold War, and she did a lot of remote viewing and other stuff that for the Department of Intelligence, FBI, CIA, and whatever else existed that we don't know of. And she's trying to bring out some of my abilities. And she was like, tonight, Grizzly, you're going to remote view. And I'm like, no, I'm not. She's like, yeah, you are. She said, I'm going to pull up a picture on the computer and you're going to tell me what it is. And I was like, it's water and it's trees and it's a creek. And she was like, well, I haven't pulled it up all the way up yet. And I was like, I don't know. I just seen it. And I'll be damned if I wasn't right. And somebody else in the background was like, they named it too. And I was like, what the hell? So she said, okay, let's try another one. I'm like, no. I was like, I'm good. Because it's scary. And she says, okay. And she says, what do you see? And I'm like, I see a bunch of trees. And I said, but it's weird looking. And the other guy was like, I see palm trees on an island. So she showed us the picture. He saw it from one angle out to the ocean, right? From the island out. I saw it from the island in. My view. Yes. That freaked me out. I'm like, I'm done.
It is weird.
Yes.
And I think as well, our minds are a lot stronger than what we actually give them credit for. I think we have a lot of distractions for our minds to be distracted on its own power. And you've got to think, like, so when they used to do the witch hunts and they're like, oh, they're powerful people and they can kill you and they can do all this stuff with their minds. But you've got to remember, there was no distractions. So could you imagine if you obviously trained your mind into doing stuff, the energy that you could get from your mind would be unbelievable back then when you didn't have no TVs, no nothing, and you lived in a cabin in the woods and you had nothing else.
Right.
So you can imagine how connected we all were.
My mom has abilities and she never told me. Now, she could predict certain things, especially funerals, okay? She can tell when somebody was going to pass. And I'm not going to elaborate how because it's sad. But anyways, and I found this out later in life, but I was always good with interviewing and interrogation when it come to the PD and also the civilian side. But I would just know things, you know. Now, do I see spirits and stuff? No. Okay. No, I do not. Do I hear them? I hear things, but I don't, it's not like, hey, Grizzly, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine. You know, Jackie. No, I don't hear none of that stuff. Now, what's really weird is that I used to see auras on people. They used to be very bright and that went away. And now they're starting to come back and they're like flashes. And it was like a flash, like a picture flash. Now it's like a flash. And they're saying it, I was being told it's getting stronger, it's coming back. But I can sit here and talk to somebody, whether it's on video or audio, and I can just know things. And it's just like, it's like, you know, is it me? Am I making things up? Is it my voice? You know, that's the scary part is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
You're reconnecting. You're retraining yourself. If you had that ability before and you put it in the back closet, you're older and you understand it a bit more. You want it to be.
Well,
open.
I think my trigger point is when I became a reverend last year, when I opened myself up spiritually wise, because I wanted to learn more about the paranormal side and more about life after death. Because we know, and I tell everybody, believe what you want. Man back in 4 AD changed the Bible. Okay, we're not going to go over all that stuff, but we know everything's changed. But I wanted to learn more about life after death and about what happens. I wanted to learn more about good versus evil and stuff like that. And the psychics that I deal with on my panel for my true crime shows, they're like, no, you woken a part of you up that's been asleep, but you had the ability. And that's why I'm not married. That's why I got divorced. But anyways, but I try to make fun of it in a way. But it's scary, Michael. It is.
Yeah,
I mean, can you imagine looking at your wife and she tell you something, you'd be like, "You are so full of crap. Why are
yeah,
you telling me
yeah.
that?"
It is
You know,
crazy.
that's
But
awful. It
see,
is.
it's weird because obviously when I get in a situation and we're in a group, and I say what's going to happen, so I'll sit there and I'll sort of read people and how they are and how their attitudes are, and I'll predict a little event. I'll say to the guys because we've got a really close knit team, and I'll say, "This is what's going to happen. We need to be prepared for it, and so we're ready to argue our case or." We're ready to go. Say if we was in a situation where we was working for someone and they're going to accuse us for doing this or doing that or doing that, saying that's what's going to happen. They don't like what we're doing, but they haven't said it and they're lying to our faces. And I say, I don't want to be pushed away for them to get the satisfaction. Yeah, to say, yeah, we got rid of them because they're bigger themselves. I said we need to go now because it's going to happen. So then when we left a certain group, yeah, we found out after a few friends we knew from there said you went at the right time because they were planning to get rid of you. And I said I knew what was happening.
Wow.
I sort of read situations. I can see what's happening, and like if we're out and doing stuff, and when I'm driving cars, I sort of see. I say to my wife, "Goes, why are you driving really slow?" I said because I don't trust that lorry driver. I think he's going to swerve out. I can see something's happening, so I'll pull in behind them and they do come out a bit and it puts you off and you're like, see, I told you he's unstable. So I can sort of see certain things that's going to happen. So I'm sort of one step ahead. I try and
Yeah,
stay.
yeah,
I train myself to be one step ahead of everything. Try to be.
yeah. Well, and all the psychics will tell you, the good psychics will tell you, everybody has the abilities, right? It's either how you hone in on them and how you learn how to ground yourself and use them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm really scared of it because it's ruined a lot of friendships
Hmm.
because I don't like people that lie to me. I don't like people that take advantage of people.
No.
And I don't like corruption. I don't like egos. I don't like backstabbers. I don't like none of that stuff. And I cannot stand BSers.
Yeah.
If you're going to investigate, investigate. If nothing happens, nothing happens. It's okay. It's no big deal. Don't
Yeah.
manifest things, right? Don't
No.
make things happen. Don't try to, make yourself look good because it will come. Good things come to those who wait. That's the old saying.
Hmm.
But it's actually ruined a lot of friendships of mine because of it, and it's sad, because they're like, "Man, you're so good at it." No, I don't like it because this is why. And but I used it to my ability for the purpose of good? Yes. For the courtesy of law enforcement? Yes. For courtesy of the civilian companies to fight crime and what do you call those organized crime rings? Yes, I have. So I have done good purposes out of them, but still, it's when you can look at somebody and it's your loved one or somebody that you really think highly of, and you're having that conversation, and you sitting there and you're like, you just had that conversation with so and so last night, and you're telling me that's not what just happened. And and it just really hurts. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I hate it.
And I think
But
it's better to have a smaller friend group that you trust than you do people can like manipulate you or manipulate situations and get you into trouble. And I'm not all about that. I'm fun loving. That as long as I can open my eyes every day and look at this world, we're lucky to be alive. Do you know what I mean? Even if I had no money and I would still be able to get up and walk through these fields and go down to the beach and see this situation, I'm happy because a lot of
yeah,
people aren't lucky enough to be alive today. So, but like as well, like so, obviously talking about abilities and stuff. So back, I had my first son. I think 2008. My mum had to go for a triple heart bypass,
oh
and
wow,
yeah, didn't recover very well after it. She was in intensive care. She wouldn't wake up, and it had been about 2 months, 3 months, she was still there, and the hospital kept calling us down and saying, "You better come and say goodbyes because she's going to go tonight," and then she never did. But my wife used to go mad at me because my wife used to cry, and then my dad and my brothers and my sisters, and my wife goes, "You have got a black heart. Why aren't you crying? That's your mother there." I said, "She's not dying. She will wake up. I'm telling you now. I'm not going to shed a tear because I know what's going to happen." And I said, there is no way. I am not getting upset about it because she's going to get through it. And behold, my mum's really, really old friend. She's crazy and loving life. And my mum obviously laying in her bed with all her tubes out. And she was jumping all over my mum going, "Come on, wake up, wake up." And then all of a sudden, bang, woke up. It was just
Now,
that
let me
one
ask you this. So, anybody in your family has abilities?
No, they ignore it.
Yeah.
They ignore it.
So, yes, they do, but they ignore it. You answered the question.
They call me the crazy one. I'm the crazy one of the family. They call me the mad scientist and stuff like that. So I'm into a lot. Anything I put my mind to, I can do. I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but anything I do, any job I do, I might have a bit of OCD or ADHD, but if I'm doing something, I want to be the best at it. But I will get to that point where I'm the best at it, and then I'll get bored of it because it's not a challenge, and I'll have to change jobs. I'll have to do another challenge. So I'll tell you, so through my years of work, I've been a plumber, electrician. I'm now a landscape gardener, so I do bricklaying. I convert people's gardens. I'm a digger driver. I've been a operations manager for a big logistics company that was from America, CV Logistics. I've done everything possible. I've been an engineer. I've been a mechanic. I'm a truck mechanic. I've got everything behind me. It's and I've never been sacked at my abilities. I've always left because I got bored because I couldn't progress any more.
Well, what's really weird though is I see something that's not too far off in your future that's going to be taking care of all that. So I don't know what you got in the work that you've been working on towards something. So I know that you're being noticed. So whatever you've been working with or been working or talking to has been picking that up and sees a lot of potential in you. So I don't know if y'all been like discussing anything down the road or potential something. Does this resonate with you at all?
Yeah. All my so I will tell you now. So all my effort and energy now is going into FDL Paranormal, but it's a bad thing in a way because obviously we don't get paid for what we do with FDL Paranormal.
No, so right.
So we're not at that point. We're so close at that point on YouTube. We just need, I think we need 40 more subscribers and about another 1,000 watch hours. But it's
but if somebody contacted you though about doing something in the future together,
yeah, I'm happy to do so. As long as they're true and they're truthful, I will try everything. So whoever
this is, make sure and really look at the paperwork. I don't know why I'm seeing paperwork and I'm seeing a lot of scribbling. So I don't know what that means. So I'm doing a reading on you. What the hell?
Do it because it's the weirdest thing ever. Because I will tell you,
I don't even know why I'm doing that on you.
I will tell you.
I just caught myself.
We discussed something today at lunchtime with the team. So
really,
yeah, I'll tell you what we discussed. I discussed about a person that's been in the paranormal world for a while. He's got his own production company, and I said, "What would you do if he come down with a contract and said sign here?" And they were, "I don't know whether we can trust him." I said, "But I would let him help us, but I would need to read that contract."
So that does make sense then.
It does make sense. That's strange. Yeah,
I just can't believe I did a reading on you. I had no idea what I was doing. I just caught myself.
I don't know whether that certain person will come to us because he could be threatened by us because we are truthful. And
well, that's why I'm saying I'm being shown there's something about a lot of writing. You got to be careful about something in writing. So I don't know what that represents. So just whatever it is, just make sure. So that's
yeah.
I just can't believe I did that. That's
weird. And then
blows my socks off.
We was discussing contracts at lunchtime. We're not at that point. We don't think we're at that point, but I believe we will be there. But when it happens, I don't know. So I just need. I don't know what we need. I just a little bit of fine tuning with our YouTube edits, but I just want people to go, oh my God, I can't believe you're getting all that stuff. And it's just the truth. Oh, there's nothing else we can explain with it. There's no fancy stuff. We've got 3 cameras and a few K2s and cat balls, and the stuff we get is crazy. And it's like, and it frustrates the hell out of me because of what we get compared to, I don't want to slag these big American paranormal TV shows off, but they fabricate a lot of the truth.
Yes, yeah. Unfortunately, that is true, and you know, and
I've caught a lot of them out, and I won't call them out because I'm not that person. If they want to carry on doing that, let them do that. But it's not the truth. It's not the truth.
Yeah.
And I will, and I said to these guys themselves, well, I'll go through evidence, and they'll be like, "Yeah, that's paranormal." I'll be like, "It's too questionable. It might be paranormal." But people are going to be like, it could be this, it could be that. If it's questionable, it's not paranormal. If I can give you 3 reasons why that happened, I don't think it's paranormal.
No, there's nothing wrong with that, and that's what people want is the somebody to be general, right? Because and ladies and gentlemen, ghost hunting or ghost investigation, hey Nicole, is boring. You know, it's not like you see on TV where it's constantly something happening.
No.
So yeah,
you're spending a 10-hour shift there trying to understand. You try and read the history on the place. You try and call out names that have been known there, and it's a lot of waiting around. But when it happens, it happens. And I think as well, the energy our team are bringing. I don't know, obviously people say a lot about the attachments, but I don't know whether as a group and how truthful we all are, we are getting more energy because maybe the spirits like us, they want to talk to us. Because I said to the guys the other night when we went for the ghost hunt the other night, and I come out of there and I said, what is going on? I said, normally we're really, really struggling to get paranormal activity. But now when we're going into places, we're getting a hell of a lot of stuff. And I'm concerned by it because I don't want to be called a fake, because we're walking into places, spending 2-3 hours, and then it's all kicking off. And we don't know why it is. We don't know whether it's our aura or the way we approach it or what. It's just the weirdest thing ever.
You got 5 or 6 on your team?
6.
Okay.
5 adults and my son.
Okay. So, I didn't know. That's why I was asking. I was getting 5 or 6, and that's probably because your son counting half. Okay.
Yeah, my son originally did do it, so it was 5 of us, but just the last few events he started to do it. So
okay. Now, out of the rest of the people, how many are true believers?
All of them. All of them are believers.
Are you positive?
As a positive, yes. All of them believe, because they've all had their experiences that has scared them, that made them never want to do it again. So, for instance, like Nicola, Ryan's, obviously we've got 2 Nicolas on the team. So we've got Ryan and Nicola, they're partners. So Nicola was with, that demonic place I told you about with what's going on in the cellar. I think she started to not believe a bit. There was a lot of stuff going on, and she was like, oh, it's the same stuff as a K2 and a cat ball, and it's nothing massive. But she was in a cellar with 2 guests, and she had a table in front of her, a little pop-up table, console table, with a Ouija board on, with obviously the planchette on, but then she put a golf ball in the planchette, but they weren't using the Ouija board. And then they were sat down in the cellar, just being quiet, listening to the area and what's going on. And then all of a sudden, they heard the table move across the floor. She flicked her light on really quick, and the golf ball was floating and then shot across the room.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, and then she started crying and screaming, and then got on the radio and said, "Just come and get us out of here, because we are really like petrified." So, and
is there one person you butt heads a lot with?
Well, argue with?
Yes.
Probably my son most.
How old is he?
He's 16. I argue with him quite a lot because I'm trying to, because he's young and he knows everything as they do, and he tries to. It's like I'm the alpha. Do you know what I mean? I take control of situations, and they all take the mick out of me because I take control and like, you're doing this and you're doing that. I don't think they like it as much, and they'll probably say that, but now they're getting used to it because they said at full staff, when we was at full staff, and they was like, "What are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do now?" I said, "Just go and start filming, do investigations." They went, "Well, you're the director. Tell us what to do." And I was like, "All right, I'm the boss now." You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't care what I say to people. If I want to say something to you, I will say it. And if I want something from you, I will ask for it. And all you can do is turn around and say no or yes.
Right, right.
And I think they like that about me because obviously Ryan, the other friend, well, there's only 2 adult males there, so it's me and Ryan. And I was talking to someone, and I asked a few questions about help and stuff like this, and told them what we were doing, told them what I think of them and stuff like that. And they was all like, "Yeah, I love you. You're really good. You're not stepping on our toes. Let's do stuff together." And then we walked away, and then Ryan was like, "You've just got no shame. You don't care about asking anyone." I said, "Ryan, we're all people. It doesn't matter how high up they got in money. We all bleed the same, and we all die the same, and we're all born in the same way." I said, "We're all the same people, and if you don't ask, you don't get."
Right. What's your favorite location, Mike?
Oh, there's too many. For nice friendly activity, I'm going to call it Casper the Friendly Ghost, was Chirk Mill. It's never ever been investigated before, but the activity was so precise, so amazing, but it wasn't scary. It just wanted to talk to us. It really, really just wanted to talk to us and communicate with us. And I think the spirits have been there for so long, no one's tried to talk to them. And now when we've gone in there and actually tried to communicate with the spirits, they thought, "Oh my God, they know we're here." Do you know what I mean? And it just felt so nice, that location.
Yeah. Did Derek ever get a hold of you?
Yes, I'll speak with Derek. Yeah, we speak with Derek all the time now. Derek,
good.
Southwest Yorkshire Paranormal team. Yeah, they come on our podcast.
Is that far from you, or?
Yeah, they're quite far. They're probably about 2.5, maybe 3 hours from us. But we stay in contact, so when we're close, we'll meet up. So we're always talking on Facebook and that. So
yeah, he's legit now. I mean, he's real good. He's actually one of my psychics on my panel, and he was the one that before I did that last case on the paranormal true crime. He knew about the case before I even picked the case from the audience. Yeah, he was already giving me readings, and I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah. And it wasn't making sense to me until I took the case on. So he's real good, very good. So
yeah, he is good. He is good. I like him very much. We got on really well with him. But it'll be nice. I said to him, it'll be nice if we can meet up at some point. So, but the whole team, we all speak to them, and they come on our podcast. So our first podcast. So really, really good, nice people. But obviously, we're all in it for the same thing. There's a lot of people out there that like to belittle other teams. I think they're the paranormal.
They do, and here's my belief. And Michael, and this is what I tell everybody. Here's the deal: if I make it big, I'm gonna bring you up with me. Yeah.
And like,
if you make it big,
Yeah.
Bring me up with you too, brother. And that's the way,
And
you
it's
know.
the same with Tracy as well. Look, I've got
Right.
paranormal.com at the top of my thingy. I'll promote everyone. I share all your posts. I was going to ask you, do you want to come on our podcast?
Absolutely. Ow, I love to.
Instead of you questioning
I love
everybody else,
to.
you could come on and we could
Yeah.
question you and you could talk about yourself.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
Yeah, we definitely. I don't know whether are you free tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm free tomorrow. I'll stay up late. Yeah.
No, don't stay out late. It's early for you, isn't it? We're in front of you. So we
that's
go
right.
9 p.m.
So my 2 o'clock is your 5 o'clock. So your 9 o'clock is my 4 o'clock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to come on tomorrow?
Hold on, let me check my.
Let's see if you've got time.
Let's see here. I'll do so many shows. Let's see here.
Tomorrow, no, you do tons of them, and you keep me awake. Look at the time now; it's 1:30 in the morning.
Yes. I am open tomorrow at 4. So
right,
yes, I'm open tomorrow at 4.
I will send you a message in the morning, and I'll change our photo, and I'll put your page on there. But then you can talk about why you do this instead of me talking about it on your show.
Yeah, that'd be great, man. I'd have a heyday. Nicole's like, oh my, Nicole, you missed it. Out of nowhere, I gave Michael a rating. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I caught myself, but you got good things coming. So that's going to be interesting for you. I'm very, very proud of you.
Nicole, if you go to our YouTube channel, it will be FDL Paranormal on YouTube. If you subscribe to that, so we do our podcast live on there like Grizzly does, and we share it on Facebook and stuff like that. But we've also got investigations on there when we've been to locations, so you can see how we investigate, what we crack, what we catch, and what we do. And everything's the truth. I will never put a lie on. You'd always get caught out.
Yeah, he's not going to use fishing line or anything like that. I got so much incense going on right now. I'm tearing up. I had to turn my fan on.
Yeah, so I'm all burnt. I've got sunburn today.
I know. I noticed that. So
yeah, I'm all burnt. I've put my whole body's milky white. Because I work in gardens, so I do a lot of garden projects because I'm a landscape gardener as well in the day.
What's that, Luna? What have I, Grizzly? Have you done that before? What's that? What have I done? So, what's your question, Luna? I watched some of your videos, Mike. Yeah, Mike, they got some really good YouTube videos.
Yeah, they're good. They are getting really better. I'm getting so good at the edits now. We're getting there now. So our first ones are, I've had to go back through all of our videos.
No, I try not to do readings, Luna. I'm scared of readings.
So
I will not do health readings. I know people's asked me about that before. I stay away from stuff like that. Don't ask me when you're going to die. So I don't like to even think about that. So
happy birthday. Yeah, so if you come on tomorrow then, if you've got time, I'll send you a message tomorrow. And then we'll have you on.
Yeah, I'd be honored to, man.
Come on. Yeah, come on. And then you'll get some people around the UK as well. It's good. It's good to network. I think it's good for people to.
Yeah, so absolutely.
I've got a friend and he likes to take the mick a bit and he's like, ooh, like this. And he does. And he messaged me. He goes, I like that Grizzly guy. He goes, who is that Grizzly guy? I said, I'll get him on my podcast and you can ask him some questions and stuff.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm all over you, okay? Oh, look, it's Nicole's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Family for a bit.
Happy birthday, dear Nicole. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Wow, 40. Party on. Midnight. Night watchers. I can't see all my incenses. I'm tearing up. Yeah, happy birthday there, Nicole. Congratulations. I didn't know today was her birthday.
I'll stop counting my birthdays when I was 25. I'm still 25.
I'm still 15. I don't, everybody's like, it's funny because this is going to sound funny. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not bald. I'm really not. I shave my head on purpose. So, yeah, they're like, do you do what? I'm like, yeah. I showed them a picture with me have hair and me without a beard. They're like, I would have never recognized you in public. I'm like, that's the point. So, but anyways, no, I'd be honored to come on your show.
Yeah, come on.
I think that'd be fun.
I'll send you a link and we'll do it. See, I want to try and get Tracy on as well. I don't know where Tracy is tonight. Is he busy?
Yeah, he had something to do, and I forgot what he was doing. And I was trying to find I got you listed under so many different things on my phone. And I need to put you underneath my favorites. And man, this incense is some strong. It's called Dragon Blood or something. And man, it is some powerful stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And strong? You notice my cat ball since I lit it has not gone off. That's how strong it is.
Well, Nicola, my wife, she works from home, so she makes she does a lot of digital art and Harry Potter stuff, like Harry Potter accepting letters. And stuff
really?
Like yeah, she does a lot of stuff. She's got an Etsy shop, and she's decided to start making natural homemade soaps and stuff like that. So she's made a watermelon soap today. I've used it. A bit girly for me, but I've used it. It's really nice.
Oh, let me tell you something, man. I am not afraid to use women's soap. No, I love watermelon.
It's made out of goat's milk, and it's got it's a watermelon. It's watermelon fragrance made out of goat's milk and natural oils and stuff like that. But it's got a loofah inside the soap, so you just use the soap.
I thought you said Lucifer. I was like, oh, that's even better.
But I walked into the bathroom tonight, and I was like, it stinks. It is so strong of watermelon. It's really nice. I like it. I was impressed with it today. But
so my buddy, this is funnier than hell, Michael. You're going to laugh at this. He was like, you ain't gonna believe me this. And I'm like, what? He's like, this on bitch sent me a bar says Sasquatch soap. And I'm like, do what? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, well, what did it say? And then they wanted me to try it. I'm like, well, try it. They want you to represent it. That's why.
Yeah.
So I guess he's going to be the ambassador of Sasquatch. Have you ever seen the Sasquatch soap, by the way?
I think so. I've seen the ads coming up on Facebook.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be a manly scent. But I use the manly scent in my beard, but I'm thinking about using the touch of gray because this is like turning whiter and whiter every month.
Yeah, a lot of people. So when I wash my hair, and my wife goes, why is your hair so silky when you get out of the bath? I was like, I just use the man stuff. I use the manly stuff. She's like, you're lying, using all my expensive stuff. I was like, no. So
this is a PG-13, or I would tell you what I used on my beard once. So it was a man product.
No, well,
yes.
Yes. I don't care.
No, it wasn't for up here. It was for down there.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was like silk. My beard's real soft. It's not. Yeah, I was like, this is so nice, but it's so expensive.
Yeah.
And I didn't have my glasses on when I applied it. That's why, because it came in a kit. So, which, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hope y'all got a kick out of that. Is it a resin? I don't know, but Sasquatch soap is supposed to be a real nice soap for men.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
Well, my wife Nicola, she's making some really nice ones now, so I started to use her. But we've got soap everywhere. We've got thousands of soap bars everywhere. But I'm never going to run out of soap ever again. But it is nice. It is nice. She's got quite a lot of mixes. They're really
but
nice.
Nicole wants to know: do you have a website on Etsy?
Yes. Hang on, I will tell you which one it is.
Put it in the comment section. I'll copy and paste it for you.
Hang on.
I don't know why you cannot. I don't understand why you cannot answer that. I pay
It's
all this
weird.
extra money.
It's weird, isn't it?
The cat ball's going off for a change. So yeah. But
hang
yeah,
on.
put it in the comment section and I'll copy and paste it.
We do
Yeah,
send a lot.
I knew Crazy Witch would love that. I knew you would love it.
Where is our Etsy shop? Hang on, let me get our Etsy shop up because everything's paranormal at the minute on Facebook. But yeah, we do send a lot over to America, loads and loads. We've got a good. She's got a good American following. To be fair, some woman wanted a Harry Potter letter as a gift because she was taking her daughter to Harry Potter World in Florida for a Christmas gift, and she wanted an acceptance letter. So my wife makes the acceptance letter, and she puts the wax stamps on there, and does personalized things and stuff. And
how's the shipping over there for you all?
It's not too bad to America, but since it's cheaper to send to America than it is to send to Europe now, because when we come out of Europe, they put all the prices up to try and penalise us. So we stopped sending to Europe. We was like, no. So it cost us probably about I can't remember. So cheapest one is probably about $7 to send to America.
That's still good. That's still good though.
Europe, if we want to send to France, which is literally 4 hours away, it's €35.
What?
Yes.
That is crazy.
Yeah, because obviously we come out of the EU and they was trying to penalise us. But now they're not getting our products off us.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't understand that.
Yeah, it is crazy, but I'll try and find a Etsy shop. I don't follow it because I don't buy stuff from it. It's all in my house, but
yeah, right. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Samantha's shaking her head. Samantha, how do you think I felt? Samantha, PM me.
I think.
PM me. Oh, I'm at the very beginning of my conversations. That's why I was like, why am I PMing myself? And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you support Grizzly Show and his endeavor. I do have my own T-shirt shop now and merch store, so I greatly appreciate it. It really helps me with my membership fees and continuing on. Because like Michael says with FDL Paranormal, this stuff is not free. We do have to pay for this out of our pocket. So,
yeah, we spend a fortune on what we're doing.
Yeah, we really do.
We're probably spending about $2,000 a month.
Yeah, I believe it. And I mean, I've got a sponsor, and he helps, with a lot of my equipment. But it still, believe it or not, it really adds up. So, thank you for the info. I'm willing to pay for well-made products for a great price. I'm all for supporting local businesses and people in the field. I am. So
right, I found a shop. I found it.
All right.
Right, I'm going to send you a link, Grizzly, and then you can copy it and share it.
Yeah, because I got my Facebook open. And also, what is the scariest place you've been to? Samantha wants to know. I think it's Samantha. Let me go back. Yeah, Samantha, scariest place, Mike.
I'm thinking. Right, the place. It was slight activity, or probably major activity, but the place that made me want to quit was a place called Michelin Priory. It's down just past London, and we went in there. The people that own it still live in the house, so we're not allowed to do Ouija boards or nothing like that. And it's a really old house, and it's got big moats around it, a big moat, and you have to go through a gatehouse and stuff like that. So we went in there. The reason why it made me really think about what I was doing, paranormal hunting, ghost hunting, and whatever, is because it affected me the whole entire night. So we went in, we done a spirit box, and we called out, and we said, "Who is here with us?" And it said, "Stephen." Come straight through, Stephen. And I said, "How many spirits are with us?" And it come through 7. So I was like, "Okay, that's good, really good responses and everything. And let's move on." So we went into like this big grand living room, and I was stood with my back against the wall, and you could see the light shadow coming in from the outside window, and you could see my shadow cast up against the wall. And then all of a sudden, an old man's shadow walked into my shadow across the wall. There was no one there.
No.
And I was like, whoa, I felt really weird. And I was like, that was freaky. So, and then I was trying to explain to the other team members what happened. Yeah. And I walked past and I cast my shadow on the wall. I said, look, this is what happened. So I walked away, and then a second later, the old man's shadow followed my shadow into my shadow. And then I was like, whoa. And I went really weird. But all night, I felt like someone was leaning on my back all the way round. I just felt like I was holding something up. And I felt sick. I just wanted to throw up. And I felt shaky. And then we'd done the spirit box as well after that happened. And I said, is there any spirits here? Can you give us your name? This was like 2 hours later. And then it come through Stephen again. And I said, how many more? Is there still 7 spirits here? And he went, 7 is still here. And then it just freaked me out. And I was like, I need to get out. I feel really ill. And I just don't feel right.
Wow. I didn't get anything, by the way.
Hang on. You got me talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking. Tracy is at a Cardinals ball game, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing him taking pictures. So, yes, he's at a ball game.
Right. So, it is forever. Hang on. It's going to be weird how she spelled it. I got no share button on this.
Can you copy and paste it and send to me in Messenger?
I can share you Whip Soaps. So let me share that to you now, and that should link to her page.
Okay, and then I'll post it down there in the descriptions. All right, there we go.
So now the watermelon soaps will be going up, and they're all natural products, and they're good for people with sensitive skin, eczema. So they're all medically researched, so they don't irritate your skin and stuff like that, and they're all approved. They're really good.
This is pretty nice. You did a good job on this.
Yeah, the watermelon one's really nice because it's got like a natural soap, like sponge loofah melted into it, poking out the top. So you just rub it all over your skin, and it exfoliates you as you're doing it. So it's really nice. I'm sounding a bit feminine here. So, yeah, that link's on there. Yeah, it's really, really good. So she'll wake up. She thinks I've gone to bed. She'll be like, "What time was you up till?" I've got to get up at 7 a.m.
Oh Lord!
No,
I got another show in 20 minutes anyway. So yeah,
it's fine. My son's doing all his exams at school, so I've got to get up, get him early, get him to school early, make sure he's there on time so he can do a bit of research before he goes into his exams. So,
well, rock on, man. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, check him out on YouTube, FDL Paranormal. Check out that link I sent down there. And tomorrow I'll be on his show.
You're going to be my guest.
Interesting. Yeah.
You're going to be my guest. I'm just going to update the poster for it. So
yeah, I'm stoked about that, man.
Yeah,
so I'm really excited.
Can you send me a logo? One of your logos?
Yeah.
Your green.
Yeah.
Message me your logo and I'll update it.
Yeah, sure will, man.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen from coast to coast and around the world, you heard from FDL Paranormal and us. God bless and good night, guys. We'll talk to you.
Goodbye.
See ya. Bye.
It's a grizzly.
Should we get out of here?
No. We're gonna watch and listen.
Action.
It's a grizzly.
Oh, shit, should we run?
No.
Action.
It's a grizzly.
Oh, should we run?
Okay. It's a grizzly.
Are you sure it's not a chipmunk? Action. No, get out of here. Action.
It's a grizzly.
I'm out of here.
Huh. Maybe it is a chipmunk. It's a grizzly.
Are we gonna die?
I don't know. We're just going to sit here and listen and watch.
Let's get out of here, maybe.
Fall!